Wow, are you absolutely sick of holiday videos? It can be really hard to find a safe place for watching non-holiday movies in the winter. You even can get bombarded or sidelined emotionally if you run into a triggering television show that's a holiday television show. And so if you're one of those people who's just really needing a replacement for all of the holiday madness right now, I am happy to help by providing you a list of my top 40 flicks. Now, these are my top 40 non-holiday, and yes, I do watch holiday shows. I'm all about being honest with everyone. But I hope that you will find some of these to be particularly diverting. Now, I have gone ahead and gone just with my top 40 favorites. I haven't necessarily put them in order, and some of them are subtitled, maybe not in English. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about each one before we hop in. Some of them are kid friendly, some of them aren't. Some of them will be my taste and not yours. But I hope that you find in this some things that you can enjoy. Hopefully you'll be able to find a few of them that are streaming right now. I know that some of them are, but I didn't do a lot of research about what's streaming before I created this list. So anyway, without further ado, let's jump into MG's top 40 flicks. Number 1. Life is Beautiful. It's a 1997 Roberto Benigni film. It won an Academy Award in the year 2000, I believe. And it is in Italian. But it's with subtitles, and it's an amazing, just heartwarming Italian World War II flick that I think you'll like. Number 2, Benny and June, 1993, Mary Stuart Masterson, Aidan Quinn, Johnny Depp. If you love those actors, you'll love it. Number 3, Cars, a 2006 Pixar animation. I love it. What's not to love? Number 4, Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, 2006, Will Ferrell. This is for adults only. It probably has some language in it you don't want your kids repeating. It is my guilty pleasure. I don't usually admit to loving this show, but it is. It's Will Ferrell's magnum opus. I adore it. It's hilarious. It makes fun of all the right things in all the right ways. Number 5, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, 2001, Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint. It did win some Academy Awards. There are some Christmassy themes about halfway through, but it's really not a Christmas show. There's a Halloween celebration in it that's wonderful. It's just magic on top of magic. And if you haven't seen it, watch it. If you have, I hope you loved it. Number 6, Hail Caesar, 2016. This is a Joel and Ethan Coen film. It features Josh Brolin and George Clooney. And it's just hilarious. It's a comedy about the golden age of Hollywood. And, you know, if you love all things Hollywood, you will love this film. If you enjoy the Coen brothers, you will also enjoy this film. Number 7, another Coen brothers film, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, from 2000, and it stars George Clooney also. Number 8, another animated favorite of mine, Moana. It's a 2016 Disney flick. It does feature Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who is one of my favorite actors. Watch it if you haven't. It's good, even if you're a grown-up. And it is kid-friendly, of course. Number 9, The Princess Bride. Who doesn't love this show? 1987, Carrie Elwes, Robin Wright. Enough said. Number 10, Back to the Future. 1985 is when the very first one dropped. I love it. It's with Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. The 2 sequels are great too, but that first one really is the one that made this list. Number 11, Finding Nemo, another Pixar animated flick, and just as fantastic as any of them. It is one of my faves, and I have some really happy memories of going to see it with family when one of my nieces was quite young. Number 12, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, 2016. This is magical. It features Eddie Redmayne and Catherine Waterston, and it's just magic everywhere. I think you'll love it. It pulls the magical Harry Potter universe into the Temperance era in the United States. And it's fun. If you haven't noticed, I love things that are magical. Number 13, The Italian Job. Now, the one that I like is the 2003 remake. It really is a completely different story than the original, which I believe was filmed in the 1960s. 2003, it stars Mark Wahlberg, Charlize Theron, and Edward Norton. Edward Norton is amazing. Charlize Theron is wonderful. Mark Wahlberg is okay. He's about okay as he ever is. I'm not a huge fan of him, but the show, it's really fun. It's actually the movie that made me fall in love with the Mini Cooper. Number 15. I'm sorry. I almost skipped 14. We can't do that. Number 14, The Prestige, 2006, with Hugh, Jackman, and Christian Bale. Again, it's magic, but this is about illusion. This is about stagecraft. This is about men pushing magic to its limits in the theater. And it's quite good. It's one of 2 movies that came out within a year of one another on the same topic of basically Victorian illusionists. And there's a little cameo of let me think of the name, David Bowie as Tesla, which is just fantastic in that movie. Number 15 is another Pixar flick that I love, Monsters, Inc., 2001. Again, I have fantastic memories of taking one of my nieces to see this when she was little. Number 16 is the only documentary that made the list, March of the Penguins. It's 2005. The narrator is Morgan Freeman, and of course it features the Emperor Penguins. Number 17, Rat Race, 2001. Amazing all-star cast, including Amy Smart and Breckin Meyer. Cuba Gooding Jr. is in it. Rowan Atkinson. It's a remake of It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. Pan's Labyrinth, 2006, directed by Guillermo del Toro. It's in Spanish. Again, it's magical. Set in pre-World War II Spain, and actually maybe during World War II Spain. But anyway, it's wartime Europe, and it has a little girl in it that is our heroine. You'll enjoy it. Number 19 is the Dreamworks classic Shrek from 2001. It features Mike Meyer and now I can't think of the name. Eddie Murphy. And it's fantastic. Number 20 is one of the newer flicks on this list. Always Be My Maybe, From 2019, Ali Wong, Randall Park. Number 21, one of the older flicks on this, The Blues Brothers from 1980 with Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi. Number 22 is Men in Black. Fantastic film with Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. Number 23, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Another oldie but a goodie. 1981, Harrison Ford. That is number 23. Did I say 23? And number 24 is another Indiana Jones. It's Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, 1989, also with Harrison Ford. There are other movies in that franchise, but those are the only two that made this list. I just love them. They're great. They're great period pieces. And I believe both of them were Academy Award winning. Number 25, another foreign film. It's called The Russian Ark from 2002. It was directed by Alexander Sokurov. It's in Russian. It is amazing. It was filmed in a single take, and it's in a single take. So that means it's a rather short film. It is filmed in the Hermitage Museum in St. Petersburg. And I tell you, if you don't watch any other movie on this list, watch this. There's nothing offensive in it. It's a just visually stunning. So you could watch it with the entire family. The kids probably won't understand it. It is 250 years of Russian history packed into 89 and a half minutes. And it's just incredible. So watch it, learn more about history, right? Number 26 is Doubt. Handles some very difficult themes, so beware. It's a 2008 movie based on a play by the same name. It features John Patrick Shanley, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Meryl Streep, and Viola Davis. Number 27, the oldest movie that made this list, is Ben-Hur from 1959, Charlton Heston. I watch this at least once a year. It's just got some great quotes in it. Good movie. Number 28, Hudson Hawk, 1991, with Bruce Willis and Andie MacDowell. Great duo. Movie that's sort of similar with a different cast is number 29, The Saint, 1997, Val Kilmer, Elizabeth Shue. Just some fun action movies, just post-Cold War. I think you'll enjoy both of those. Number 30, the only Marvel movie that has made this list. And if you know me, you know I really do enjoy the Marvel franchise. But the only movie that really made my top of the top list is Black Panther. It's just so well done. I've watched it. Oh my goodness. It came out in 2018 and I've probably watched it at least 5 times all the way through. Features the late but absolutely great Chadwick Boseman. Also features Lupita Nyong'o and Danae Gurira. And sorry if I mispronounced those. Apologize on that. Real fun one from back in the 70s. Number 31 is The $1 Million Duck. It is goofy. It is silly. It is slightly offensive if you are a feminist, which I am. But it's just so fun. It features Dean Jones and Sandy Duncan. And, you know, sometimes if you just need a silly creature feature, and it's a really silly creature feature, it's the silly duck that lays gold eggs. And Sandy Duncan is the dumbest person. But, you know, it's okay. Sometimes we just need something fun, and we can kind of overlook some of those things. It's not necessarily my worldview, but it is a fun flick, and, you know, at the end, the family comes together and, we have a happy ending. And who doesn't love a happy ending? Well, speaking of happy endings, but a very, very long way to get there. Number 32 is actually a trilogy, the Hunger Games trilogy, based on the Suzanne Collins novels. And actually, it is a quartet because the third book is split into 2 movies. They came out from 2012 to 2015 and feature Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson, and again, an all-star cast of supporting actors. So definitely catch that. We're going to step back in time a little ways for number 33, The Dream Team, which was released in 1989, featuring Michael Keaton, Christopher Lloyd, and again, several others in this all-star cast. And number 34 is Hugo. It's a 2011 Martin Scorsese film. Magical, magical, magical. It is, again, about the golden age of Hollywood. And takes place in a train station. So there's all sorts of gears and some sort of steampunk vibe going on. Number 35, one of my favorite action films of all time, Rush Hour. It was 1998 with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. The sequels are okay too, but that first one just takes the cake for me. Number 36 is Aladdin, and I do not mean the animated Aladdin. That one has always kind of ended with a clunk for me. I'm not a big fan of it. Aladdin is a Mary Sue. But in 2019, the live action with Will Smith as the genie, Naomi Scott, and Mena Massoud, I mean to tell you, they fixed all the problem plot points. It is just an empowering movie. Watch it. Number 37, Mary Poppins, 1964, with Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke doing the absolute worst Cockney accent you have ever heard in your life, but it's fun, right? Number 38, The Darjeeling Limited, 2007, with Owen Wilson, Adrian Brody, and Jason Schwartzman. This is an independent film, not something that Owen Wilson would necessarily typically be found in, but it's just a ton of fun, and I really enjoyed it. I'm not going to tell you much about it. It's sort of a midlife finding your path movie, and just it's good. Yeah. After the death of a father. And so, number 39 is another animated flick I really enjoy. Ice Age, again. I have lots of happy memories watching this with my nieces. 2002, it features Chris Wedge and Carlos Saldana, along with other wonderful voice actors. And finally, number 40 is, again, the Pixar flick, Incredibles from 2004. So I hope that this has given you an idea of a few things that you can watch either alone or with the kiddos when you want to take a break from all of the holiday madness this December.